Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bia and today is a time of the month where I show you a bunch of books that I plan to read, but I probably won't. I completely failed the newts. I'm a failed librarian. It's fine. I'll get my degree next year. I'll just take a sabbatical from Hogwarts. Can you take a sabbatical from Hogwarts? It's a great question. So apparently I didn't learn my lesson from being burnt out from readathons, and I'm doing 2 readathons for September, but they are so much fun. I had to. I don't make the rules, so. I'm participating in the Avatar readathon and the Zodiacathon. The Avatar readathon is hosted by Melis, and I'll link her announcement video down below if you still want to participate. It's still early in the month, it's fine. And the Zodiacathon is hosted by Carrie the Book Bell, and I will link both announcement videos down below for you. There were so many more interesting readathons going on in September, but I just couldn't physically participate in all of them. It's just impossible. So I'm really excited for these 2. I'm an astrology nut and I love the Avatar. So I'm gonna show you my TBR for September, and then I'm gonna show you the trackers that I did on my bullet journal for both readathons. For the ATLA readathon, I already told you, but I am Fire Nation and I'm really excited. I love Zuko. What a beautiful character development. Bless him. So the prompts for Fire Nation are Zuko, give a book or author a second chance. Azula, read a book with an interesting villain. And Iroh, read the group book, which is The Rise of Kyoshi by FCE. For Zuko, give a book or an author a second chance. I am reading Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. Hopefully I'll actually read it this month. For Azula, read a book with an interesting villain. I am reading Sharp Objects, which was also on my TBR for, I think it was for the reading rush. It's fine. So for a thriller, I think generally you can say that the villain is interesting, but I did double check with my friend that has read it. Is the villain actually interesting? And she said, yeah, you're fine. So yeah. And then Iroh, obviously The Rise of Kyoshi, which is a group book. So that's gonna be one of the prompts for all of the different teams. I was only planning on reading books for my team, but then I was like, you know what, why not make a TBR for all of the teams so I can potentially become the Avatar. I'm really reasonable, like, so I try to choose reasonable books that I could actually read in this month. So obviously all of them have 3 prompts, but one of them is the same for all of them, so that's that. But if you want to know the characters, it's Iroh, Pakku, Monk, Yatsu, and Bumi for the different teams. So for the Water Tribe, the prompts are Katara, read a childhood favorite, and for that I am reading The Witches by Roald Dahl, and I loved this book as a kid. I recently rediscovered it in my shelves because a lot of these books are all recent, from like my teenage years up to now. And when I say my teenage years, like mids, because a lot of stuff that I read when I was a teenager I don't even have here. So yeah, I have a lot of books stored away from my childhood that I loved, and this was one of them. This is actually in Portuguese, it's translated because, you know, I was a kid. It's so good. I'm really excited to be rereading this, and I'm already incorporating spoopy stuff into my September TBR. So I mean, it's pre-Halloween. I think that's a general agreed upon thing, isn't it? Pre-Halloween. For Sokka, we have to read a book with interesting world building. So I actually had a lot of books that I could read for this, but I am reading The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I've been interested in reading this for a long time, ever since it came out. I just never got around to it. I don't know why. Maybe I don't really like mean people. I don't know why. I think it was the whole premise of the main character going into a place where people are really mean to her. which is really stupid because by that idea I wouldn't read tons of books that I have read and loved. It's just, I don't know, it was kind of put off, you know, for a bit because of that, I think. I'm like, no, I don't like mean people. My dog is sabotaging me. Okay, she's done now. So I'm excited to read that one. I'm hoping for a less purring version of ACOTAR. I know it has nothing to do with ACOTAR. It's just a joke about fairies. Don't at me. For the Earth Kingdom, we have the prompt off, read a book with the chosen family, and for this I'll be reading The Diviners. So The Diviners, I had to double check with people if the friend group could be considered the chosen family. If I can't get around to it, I will be reading probably Avatar The Rift Part 2, because I recently read Part 1, and I mean, Toph is in it, and it's a chosen family. I mean, couldn't be more perfect. But yeah, I'll be reading The Diviners, which is also perfect for pre-Halloween, if you ask me. And then Suki. I love Suki so much. I named my dog after her, just so you know how much I love her. So Suki is read a book with a beautiful cover. So for that, I am currently reading Sorcery of Thorns, and this is currently being my first read of the month. And the cover is so pretty. I love it so much. But I'm not carrying the dust cover around. I just put it back on for the video. I was expecting Suki's prompt to be something like, I don't know, book with a female warrior or something, or female team, or I don't know. But I mean, she is beautiful and I love her makeup. I think that was probably the idea. And then we have the Air Nomad. So first prompt is Aang, read a happy or hopeful book. And for this I'm reading The Dragon Tea Society, and it looks so cute, so adorable. I'm really excited to read it as well. It's really pretty. I want to hug all of the dragons. And then Appa, Lovable Pet. This was a friend's recommendation. It is We Have Always Lived in the Castle. It's by the same author that wrote Haunting of Hill House, which I haven't read, but I love the show. I know it's very different, but I want to read the book as well. So my friend told me that I'm gonna love it. It's perfect for pre-Halloween, and that the main character has a really cute cat. So I'm really looking forward to reading it as well. And it's not too big, so it's not gonna be like super overwhelming. Now we move on to Zodiacathon, and the prompts are really cool. So you have to read a book for your sun sign, for your rising sign, and for your moon sign, and then you have to buddy read a book with someone with the same moon sign as yours. But the thing is, the prompts are based on flaws of the signs, so like it's pretty interesting. So my sun sign is Leo, so the prompt for Leo is read a book that you don't own because we are greedy bitches. So my friend is lending me Cruel Prince, which is great because I'm going to read it for both readathons. You're going to see that I actually managed to read the same books for, you know, the two readathons because I love having less work to do. My moon sign is Aquarius, and for Aquarius I have to read a sad book because of the feels. So I struggled with this because I really didn't want to read a sad book, but it's fine. So I'm reading Sharp Objects because I feel like it's a type of sad that it's fine. It's a thriller. It's not like bawling your eyes out drama sad. So it's fine. My rising sign is Scorpio, and we have to give a book or author a second chance because we hold grudges. My dog is calling me from the window. She's like going like this. I'm gonna let her in. So yeah, for my rising sign, I'm also reading Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. So that's perfect. I actually got the same prompt for 2 readathons. It's perfect for me. It's much more reasonable this way. What a relief. So for buddy reading a book with someone of the same moon sign, so Aquarius in this case, I am buddy reading with Jessica C. Reads. She was really nice. She's already buddy reading with someone else, but she let me in to the mix. So we are reading The Diviners by Libby Bray. So again, I'm using the same book for 2 readathons because that's how we do it in this house. So I usually have backups in case I don't manage to read all of the bigger books for all of the prompts. For example, for sad book, I can also read Death in Venice by Thomas Mann. It's pretty darn sad and it's pretty darn small. So, you know. But since I'm reading some of the books I'm reading for prompts from different readathons and they don't always match, I don't know, we'll see, I'll figure it out. So for my bullet journal trackers, I actually didn't really like how my tracker for the Avatar readathon turned out because I was planning on only doing the prompts for my team. Then I decided I wanted to do for all of them, so I had to like do it in separate You don't care about this. This is, I think I overthink stupid things too much. So yeah, cue the bullet journal viewing. So welcome to my monthly spreads. This is just like the monthly cover. So I just did like a simple autumn thing. I don't know if I'm gonna paint it or not. I'm lazy. Haha, sorry. So this is my spread for the Avatar readathon. Again, as I said, I wasn't planning on doing all of the prompts, so I only did the Fire Nation ones at first, and I put in a little quote that Iroh said to Zuko because I really like it, but then I remembered, wait, I could have filled this space writing Fire Nation because I don't really write down my team anywhere. You know what? Never mind. This is just like things that bother me but no one cares about. So I have the prompt for Zuko with his mask, and then Azula and her hair thingy, and Iroh and a cup of tea, obviously. It's just iconic. And I haven't written down all of the books because I can always change my mind. I don't know, I don't like writing down TBRs right in the beginning in pen because I'm just nervous that I'm gonna have to correct it and it's gonna look ugly. So I just wrote down the ones that I'm like absolutely sure about. So this is the rest of the spread for the rest of the teams. I am going to color in the symbols of the elements with corresponding colors once I finish reading that book. So for now, I only have the group book written down, but I have the other ones in pencil really lightly. So I do have my TBR down, just not like permanently in case I change it. And finally, my Zodiacathon. Right now, it's very, very simple. I'll probably highlight it as well, like I did with the other ones with my brush pens. For now, this is what I have. I might change up the Zodiacathon, how it's written with a brush pen as well. Not sure. I'm indecisive. I'll show you later how it actually turns out once it's finished. But yeah, I have my sun sign, and I put in all of the symbols for the signs. So Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius twice. And I just did the same thing. So moon sign prompts and the book that I'm reading. Again, I just wrote down the ones that I'm absolutely sure about. So Turtles All the Way Down by John Green because I'm reading it for both readathons. So that's it. So that is it for my September TBR and my trackers for this month's readathons. I hope you enjoyed listening to me praying that I will actually manage to finish these readathons. But I'm really excited about them. They're pretty cool, like both of them. And I'm doing them casually. Although I would like to become the Avatar. We'll see. I'm really enjoying doing trackers for all of these readathons. It's been a lot of fun. It's an excuse to do something fun with my bullet journal. And I think I'm gonna continue to do them. I will also participate in readathons in October for sure because there are cool ones happening. It's Halloween, so obviously I have to do like spooky readathons. I mean, it's also good so I don't really fall into reading slumps. I think readathons are really useful in that way. They're a lot of fun if you don't get like super overwhelmed and stressed by them. They're just supposed to be fun. And like a fun way to keep you reading. It's not like you have to win every single one. Although I get that you feel that way because I do sometimes as well. So I will hopefully continue making them, but I can also give you more bullet journal content that's not just the readathon trackers. Let me know if you would like a plan with me, although I have no idea how well that would turn out filming wise. So let me know if you would like to see that train wreck sometime. So thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe if you'd like to. And you can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. It's all linked down below. And I hope to see you again on my next video.